Hello, all you water signs. Welcome to your weekly reading, where we're going to take a look and see what the Creator wants you to know about the upcoming week. So this, of course, is for all you Cancers, your Scorpios, your Pisces, no matter where it is at in your chart. We're going to be zeroing in on the week of November 14th to November 21st. But if you're coming across this outside of that time frame, as I always say, trust your gut, trust your intuition. If it brought you here, I'd go ahead and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages here for you. If you are watching this during that period, November 19th is the big day that I like to talk about because we have the Taurus full moon happening on that date. And I have created videos for each of the individual zodiac signs for that full moon, which I'll link at the back end of this video. So if you want to check that out, you can just go and see what kind of energies are going to be coming in for you. Those readings do cover the week before the full moon and the 2 weeks after, so they're pretty inclusive for that energy around that 3-week period. But we're going to be looking at, for this week, what the Creator wants you to know, all you water signs, for just this upcoming week. And we're going to start off by pulling a card from this Native Spirit Oracle cards to see what the Creator wants you to know overall. All right, Creator, for our water signs, what would you like them to know about this upcoming week, please? Okay, there we go. Let's see what we've got here. You've got Elder. Beautiful card there. Sorry for the glare. And let's just put that right here, and let's see what message comes with that for you. There we go. So this card is about confidence, entering your power, standing strong. You are a leader, stepping into your light. Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in your life. You carry deep inner wisdom. You are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the words. You are a beacon for others. And your native spirit wants you to know that in native cultures, the elders, the tribal chiefs, and clan leaders are looked to for advice and leadership. And when this card chooses you, it's time to step into your leadership role. An elder walks the path, stomps the grass down, and throws the boulders out of the way so that the path is easier for others. Sometimes you might find yourself alone or tired, but know that what you're doing is making a difference in the lives of many. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve, supporting others to reach their dreams. Even if you've been in the background in the past, right now it's your turn to step forward and become the light for others. And these cards come with a journey, and this one is being an elder and a tribal leader means speaking your truth, even if it's hard or even if you're afraid. If there's anyone you need to stand up to, this is the time. Being a leader means supporting others, so if there's anyone you need to support or make amends with, this is also the time. So if you feel that resonates with you and you're ready, definitely that's something that you can do. But I love this is saying that the experiences that you've had in life, that they've brought you this wisdom, and you have this inner wisdom that you can share. And if you've been kind of holding back thinking, well, no one wants to hear what I have to say, or I can't make a difference in anyone's life, just know that you can be this bright light, this support for people during their time. And even if it's, it's not necessarily that you have to share that wisdom and then you're like, you need to do this with the wisdom I just gave you from what I learned the hard way. You don't have to learn the hard way. Well, if they want to choose to learn the hard way, that's their right to do so as well, right? But you can it's sharing. It's more like sharing from a compassionate heart, going, oh, I know what you're going through, a little bit of what you're going through, because this is what I went through in my life, and this is what I did, and then this is how that ended up, and then I did this. But something I learned when looking back is this. So, whatever you want to do with that, that's, here you go. but no expectations on what they need to or have to or are supposed to do with that. It's just sharing your wisdom, because it's going to bring some light, even if it's just showing them that you care enough to share that with them. Right, and then we're going to pull some cards here from the Tarot of Dreams. Just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. Right, for our water signs, what else, Creator, would you like them to know? Well, okay, boom. Anything else? That one. And last pass. Any others, please? Okay, and that one. Yep, get the Four of Cups. And this is perfect for what we were just talking about, because the cups are our emotions. And you look at these 3 cups down below here. These are the things that were supposed to fulfill us, supposed to make us whole, feel whole and feel complete. You know, the 3 things are like relationships of all kinds, whether it's romantic or family or friends or work even, or even with your pets or for babies. The other cup is situations like your education or your job or things like that. And then the other one is like the physical things of the world, like your body, possessions, finances, those things. All those left that person bored and unfulfilled, looking for other things. And I love here that you've got the Ace of Cups that comes in with this card here. It's the 4th cup. It's the cup that brings us the living waters, that shows us what we're truly thirsting for, the thing that will make us feel whole and complete, which is the unconditional love of the Creator. This is the chalice. This is the Holy Grail. This is the waters that one sip will make you feel more complete than drinking continuously from these 3 cups. And what I love for that in regards to this Elder card is that this are major things that you have learned in your life, and that's like the wisdom that you're able to share is like, you know what, I got the relationships, I got the high paying jobs and the high education and blah blah blah, and all this money and all these possessions, and my body looked great and I was really healthy and blah 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 blah, but I still felt empty. And that's kind of like one of the messages that you're able to help others and help them understand what it is they're truly thirsting after, which is found on the inside. I also love that the moon is here for you, which brings in a lot of beautiful energy for you. And it's triggering me to, and I'll mention this again at the end, but that Taurus new moon, or not new moon, the Taurus full moon energy that's coming in. I would definitely check that out. And also, there'll be new moon readings coming up, but I'll mention this at the end of the video as well. Let's go on with the other messages in regard to this. Yeah, Palace of Coins. So coins are the pentacles. It's the outside world. This palace is this safe place of feeling whole, complete, fulfilled and secure, which is exactly what we're talking about here. So I feel these two are related to one another, that, when you discover this inner wholeness and this completeness from within, you just feel like you live in, it's almost like the Wizard of Oz, right? The Emerald City, the Emerald Palace, but you feel whole and complete. You feel like you have everything you need right inside of you. So everything outside of you feels abundance and whole and complete. And I think these usually have the knights on here as well. Some of them do, but I don't see it on this one, because usually the knights within the suits are all about action and movement. The other knights of the other 3 suits are fast acting, because they're about emotions, about your thoughts, about your drive and spark. Those things can change like that, right? But the outside world slowly moves within its seasons. 3 months for spring, 3 months for summer, 3 months for fall, 3 months for winter, and repeat. So there's always these cycles and these things that unfold. And so just knowing that as you share these things with other people, that the outside world doesn't change from the outside in, it changes from the inside out. So we don't necessarily see the changes in the impact of what we're sharing right away. You'll see it in another season. Wow, and you got the Palace of Wands too. So a very powerful place of your wands are your spark, your ambition, your aha inspiration, but also your spiritual energy. And I really feel like, like I mentioned here before, here are the knights. So this one does have the knight in it, which shows this spark and this movement of your inner spiritual energy. And it's also like this place where you feel safe and comfortable sharing your energy with the world, sharing that ambition, sharing that passion that you have inside of you with the world. So, these two palaces together are really that you are constructing something very solid that involves the kingdom, this it seems like your tribe in the kingdom that's developing, that you have an important place in it, and it's time to take that place of importance in your life. Don't think of yourself as small or not needed or insignificant is a big word that's coming. Don't think of yourself that way any longer. You don't need to, because you do have so much to offer these kingdoms here. So let's move on here. And you got the strength here, and this is beautiful too, because this is all about understanding the difference between here. And in fact, I'm going to put this above this cups here because it has a similar message. Because this tiger, it's usually a lion, it comes down to this planet. It's a piece of ourself that's brave enough to come and face this world of conditional love and all the emotions of fear that are here that we don't experience back home. So it's a piece of us that comes here willing to separate itself from remembering how powerful it really is. And it comes down here hungry and thirsty. And it's told to look outside of ourselves, like for these 3 cups, for those things that are going to make it quench its thirst and make it not feel hungry anymore and to fill its belly. And so it eats of those things, of relationships, of circumstances, of possessions and things of the physical world, and feels empty. It gets hungrier or more hungry. It gets more thirsty the more it drinks. And it gets to the point it's desperate, and so it's roaring in the jungle. And this is our higher self. This is, usually it has an infinity symbol, but it has a star, which represents our higher self, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that we truly are. And it understands and feels and senses this hangriness, that hungry angriness of this tiger in the jungle. And so it comes down, and it doesn't, stab the tiger and put it out of its misery or try to cage it to protect everyone from it, or try to, train it and control it with a whip and a chair. Because what the tiger is really hungry for and thirsty for is the unconditional love in this chalice here, the unconditional love of the Creator, of the spiritual world on the other side. And we are made, our higher self is made of unconditional love. And so when it comes down, it hugs the angry tiger and it gives it what it's been searching for, which is that love. And it transforms our human character from one of being a roaring lion in the jungle to being one of a purring lion cub or a tiger cub, sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling safe, feeling whole and complete for the first time. And this is this beautiful transformation that it's letting you know that this connection, the more you focus on that, the more you have to offer, the world, because once you taste of this living water and you have something so much to offer to the world, whether they take it and drink it or not is totally up to them. But just planting those seeds, planting that knowledge that there is another choice, that you aren't just trapped in that jungle to be hungry and thirsty for your entire rest of your life. There is a place within us that can connect to make us feel whole and complete, not thirsty, not hungry any longer. So I love that. And then you have the Five of Cups. So that comes right after the Four of Cups. And the Five of Cups is this, they usually have, yeah. So this is beautiful too, because they have the three cups that are spilt and broken. Again, these three cups that did not fulfill. And they, it's like when you learn this and you're offered this, it allows you to kind of mourn the things that lost and that those things that were supposed to fulfill you. You kind of look at them, and it's really looking at them and seeing how empty it really did make you feel. But you have two cups behind here, which shows you, 5 is the number of change, and it allows you to transform and change these beliefs, this feeling of loss, this feeling of desperation, and it allows you to see that you have two of these cups. One represents the higher self and the unconditional love it is, but the other one represents feeling that cup of this earth feeling it actually filled up. So this is that transformational period that happens. And you go through this, I don't want to say, we all have this, our lion, our little tiger, our human side of fight or flight is full of contrast and judgment. So it, at first doesn't want to let go of all those expectations and everything that you felt your entire life. And it's like, oh my God, I've had to have all those things, but they didn't fulfill you. And so you look at those and you feel the feels, you allow the emotions to flow, but you also have this other choice that you make to where you can bring that love, this Ace of Cups, you bring it into your human side of yourself as well. It seeps in. It, how like when they say, well, I know it in my head, but I don't feel it in my heart. This is that transformation that happens from feeling so desperate and feeling so empty and feeling so lost, and then feeling that love, like a drop of it drops into our heart and just expands. So I love this because this is this awareness of your emotions, this awareness. And you are water energy. Cups are water energy. So it makes total sense that this is like the foundation of the reading for this week for you. Lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Angels and Ancestors cards. And these are just very earthy feeling, which the Taurus full moon that we're experiencing this week is earth energy. And so these cards just called out to speak to us for this week. So Creator, what's your final message here for our water signs, please? What's the final message? Okay. You've got Oracle. There we go. Wait for important information. This reminds me of the High Priestess card, which is very much water energy. Again, this beautiful offering, this beautiful bowl or cup. It's like you're offering that chalice, you're offering that unconditional love to the world. It does say wait for important information. And so I feel like with this High Priestess feel to it, it is about getting quiet, getting away to yourself, really looking at what you've experienced in your life and what you feel you learned from those experiences and the wisdom that you gleaned that you can lovingly share with the world. And if you're unsure, really get still, get quiet. Like the High Priestess, like this Oracle card, and actually I'll read about this too. We'll read and see what the Oracle brings here. She goes to her temple, connects to the moon, and really, which is connecting to the higher realms, and using that beautiful energy that comes with that moon to understand things from a higher point of view, to understand the emotions, to get clarity, to get guidance, and all of that too. So I love that. And let me read from here, because this says about being open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. And the oracle is the truth speaker, like it talked about, and insight bringer of the deck. The ancestor, elder, who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. This deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who is able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment, you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. And I love that too. So that is for yourself, but I really feel that that is so much the message that you have to offer, that what you have gleaned from learning through your life about trust, about trusting higher powers, trusting that life is happening for you and not to you, and all these emotions that you were experiencing. You understood that resisting them delayed you getting to the end to understand the emotions, and that you can help others flow more easily, and be this guide, be this elder. And I love that you got elder, and this is talking about ancestors too, because you have that type of wisdom about you. You've lived a long life. Even if you're young, if you're getting these cards, you have lived a long life no matter what age you are. You've been through it, you've experienced so much, and you have a lot to share because of it. So I am loving that. Right, I'm going to leave the reading there. I do want to let you know, in addition to these weekly readings, I do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, new moon, full moon, and a variety of other readings. So if you want to be notified when those readings come out, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below. That's going to make this notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, it gives you the option to select, how you want to receive those notifications when those videos come out. And I promised I was going to also remind you, if you are interested in that Taurus full moon reading, the playlist is going to pop up here any second, and just click on that. It'll take you to a playlist, and you might look into your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, just to get a full picture of how this full moon energy is impacting you during this time, both this week leading up to it and the 2 weeks after. So I am loving that, and I'm going to leave, like I said, I'm going to leave the reading there, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. So have an amazing week. And until I speak to you again, you take care.